is number 22, Tyler Vitone. He has 6 points with 5 goals and 1 assist in 7 games. And then number 2, Jacob Morrow, the right winger, with 5 points, 2 goals, and 3 assists for him. And then, of course, they have their goalie, who's done a very good job nonetheless, and Anthony Fermani. He's got a 1.83 goals against, which is a very, very good goals against average. Something that you definitely want to keep in mind if you are the Blackhawks going up against a goalie with this type of caliber with a 5-2 record. And then we look at the flip side of things, going to the Blackhawks. Again, although we'll keep saying it, although they haven't had the season they're looking for, this could be every game is very important for them. Only 4 teams in this division. It means only 4 teams for the playoffs. So they make the playoffs no matter what. But some guys to look out for them would be number 91, Josh Merchant, 4 points, 3 goals, and 1 assist. And then number 6, Derek Chavez. He's played in 6 games this year, and in those 6 games, he has 3 goals, no assists, however. And then number 18, Andrew Demers, 3 points, 1 goal, and 2 assists in 7 games played this season.
Andrew Demers has been a little bit snake bit in the last couple of years. The inaugural season, I believe he led all of Tier 1 in points, if I'm not mistaken. He's just going to fight back and keep clawing, and it'll come back to him.
Say eventually, sometimes you just don't have the season that you want. And although he's not being able to put it up point-wise, Demers, he's still a big key player for this Blackhawks team, especially against the young squad and the Scorpions. So you said 3-1, Nick, for your score, correct?
Yeah, I think 3-1.
Who do you think would be the biggest impactful player for the Scorpions team?
I think it's going to be Jacob Morrow. He controls the ball, controls the game very much like how Corey Wilson did in the last game. They'll try and run most of the plays through him, and if he's on his game, I think they'll be successful.
Jacob Morrow, again, 5 points in 7 games played so far this year. The right winger has 2 goals and 3 assists. And a very disciplined player as well with no penalties so far this year. However, not to pinpoint a player, but if there's going to be somebody the Scorpions are going to have to keep an eye out on, it's going to be Willem Dumas. He's got 10 penalty minutes so far this year in 7 games played. They do not want the Blackhawks going to power play and go down at all. Just moments before this game starts, we're seeing it get closer here. See the teams talking to each other, warming up. Seems as though the Scorpions have plenty of legs today. They are not short-benched whatsoever.
No, they're not, and that's definitely going to go a long way for them, I think.
What? A little bit.
Wasn't able to take a very good look at the Blackhawks side to see how many players they have for today's game. Hopefully for them it is close to the same for the Scorpions, although we're seeing this wider shot, and it doesn't look as many people as I thought. Guess time will tell once we see the benches fill up, excuse me. See Anthony Fermani having a great year for himself.
He's been red hot. Sorry. Fermani, he has been red hot the last 2-3 months. He's been on top of his game. He's square to every shot. He's good down low. Everything seems to be hitting him in the chest. He's on point. He's playing really, really well.
There we go. Ball's about to drop, and here we are off with our second game between the Scorpions and the Blackhawks. Scorpions now have it, moving it down to the Blackhawks' own zone. The ball goes around. Blackhawks now have it. They'll move it towards the close end here. Getting out of their own zone and moving it across the rink. Gaining that zone, trying to move it towards the middle. However, that's going to be sticked away by the Scorpions. We'll see the speed coming up with the counterattack here. They're going to move it down and around. Behind the net now. Ball's going to go out of play. Nothing so far for both teams. It seems as though, I don't know, the game just started, but the Blackhawks have come out pretty quick as well. Be an offensive draw here for the Scorpions. Taking that face off would be Jacob Landry. Trying to get around him. Going to Landry, nothing there. It'll be an icing. That could have been a close call there. Scorpions had an opportunity, as we saw Matt Gilchrist fall down for the Blackhawks. However, it was great defense there as they were able to get it out.
Alex, that looks like that's Sandro Grudi in net. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Gilchrist is a little bit on the IR right now.
Sounds good. Thank you, Nick. It's going to be there by the Scorpions, trying to move it towards the middle. Nothing there, however. Scorpions have it in the neutral zone. Goes Landry. Landry moving it over. Trying to get a shot on, nothing there. The Blackhawks, it's a nice breakout pass. There's Grady. Back to Grady. Grady moves it up here. Holt trying to get it around. No icing called there. Scorpions now have control on their own end. Behind the net. Moving it up to Landry. Landry now has it on the odd man rush. He cuts around a defenseman. He tries to move around. Nothing there. Trying to get it on net there. The Blackhawks will be saved and covered by Fermani. Nice little opportunity for the Blackhawks there as they were trying to get a shot on net. Again, we talked about those odd man rushes from last week with the Blackhawks, and we've seen quite a few happen already. Trying to limit those in this game. It's going to be something ideal for them.
Yeah, anytime Josh Merchant has the ball in front of the net, too, it's a scary play. He's dangerous.
Moving around now from the Blackhawks. Shot on net. That's going to be a nice goal there. Again, any shot is not a bad shot. And we see that with a nice shot from the top of the circle by a Blackhawks player. I can't pinpoint out exactly who that was.
That would be Andrew Demers.
Andrew Demers, there he is, the person we talked about, trying to make an impact in this game. We haven't seen it again the entire year, but what a nice shot there. Putting the Blackhawks up 1-0. These referees got that play to go pretty quick after that goal, moving this game along. It's a nice shot there, though, by Demers. We're going to highlight it. Just below the blocker and above the pad to beat Fermani on the far side. However, here we are. Blackhawks have it again, moving it into the Scorpions' own zone. Scorpions do not take it through the neutral zone. They'll move it up. And that'll be a goal there by the Scorpions as they answer. It'll be a backdoor pass. And it'll be even now, 1-1.
Yeah, I was trying to pick on who scored that one there. It's tough to tell. I think it was Ty Vitone. And it was, yep.
Nice goal there by the Scorpions. Great play. Again, the odd man rush, as we keep talking about, can keep sticking on that. Nice backdoor play there. Around there was a Scorpions player. Again, 1-1 here in the first. Scorpions have it. Trying to move it. Nothing, though. Trying to move it towards the front. It seems like it's going to be another goal for the Scorpions as they were moving it through the front and snuck through the 5-hole of the Blackhawks goalie. 2 quick goals by the Scorpions. What was 1-0 Blackhawks is 2-1 Scorpions.
Yeah, it's another gritty goal. Looks like Jacob Landry. Adding another one.
Trying to picture who that was through the camera. We apologize on our end. It's a little blurry. Landry again. And arguably the all-star for the Scorpions team. Another point for him.
Yeah, Jacob Landry.
Be dumped into the corner around the net. Nothing there. Kept in there by a Scorpions player. That'll be a save there by the goalie. How do you pronounce his last name for me, Nick? Just so I know.
It's Grudy.
Grudy. Gotcha. Sandro Grudy.
Sandro, an older guy. He's been around the game for a very long time, well established. He's won a lot of tournaments in his day. He's tough to beat.
Going to be a serviceable player in relief for Gilchrist for today's game. Come the Blackhawks. Blackhawks will have it, trying to get it down. However, it'll be kept in by the Scorpions. Scorpions have it on the far side. Nothing there. Moving it towards there. And then that would be the Blackhawks. Nothing, however. Scorpions will now take it up. Trying to find it past Grudy. However, the shot will go around. Scorpions having a lot of control in the offensive zone here. Moving it up now are the Blackhawks now. Trying to even this game. Move along the close boards. Moving it back down the other end. Now the Scorpions have it. Scorpions moving it up to the close wall. The ball will go out of play. Trying to figure out where they're going to put this face. The face-off's going to go right here then, from what it looks like. A lot of pressure by the Scorpions within these last few minutes. We saw a hot start by the Blackhawks. However, the Scorpions have gained control as of late. Was it either a coverage or a ball out of play for a face-off inside the zone. Winning the face-off now would be, looks like the Blackhawks. Blackhawks keep it in the zone. They'll move it down in the corner. Scorpions try to flip it out, up and out. No icing called on the play. Scorpions try to move it towards the middle, and nothing, however. Blackhawks now have it. Blackhawks moving towards the middle. Kind of get a shot on net, nothing. Scorpions have it, trying to get out their own zone. Moving up, nothing. Blackhawks have it. Fermani's got the stick out, trying to prevent the pass. However, they get it. It's going to be shot just over the glove, and that'll go out of play. Great opportunity there for the Blackhawks. However, just weren't able to put it on net. However, there will be a face-off inside the, just outside of the zone. A little bit of too many men for the Blackhawks. Dumped in. Scorpions have it. Just below their own line. They move it on this side. Moving up now the Scorpions. Scorpions moving it towards the middle. Blackhawks now take it. They move it up. Over across the red line. Trying to move it towards the middle. Nothing there. Scorpions now gain control. Scorpions below their goal line. Looking for an outlet pass. Taking their time. Slap shot just a bit. Goes up. And gain the zone there. Will be an offsides call by the referee. Could have been another rush for the Scorpions. Since that second goal by the Scorpions, the Blackhawks have seemed to gain a little more control as they started with in the beginning of this first period. The Scorpions will not take it here. Blackhawks fighting for it. Moving it up now. Blackhawks have it, trying to get to the front of the net. That'll be sticked away, however, there by Nate Glenn. Blackhawks have it, moving it, and that'll be an icing called in the play. Offensive zone draw for the Scorpions. Although the Blackhawks have had more control, they haven't been able to get too many shots on net, trying to find the middle. Do you think that's a mistake, Nick, or do you think that they should just get any shot from anywhere?
I think they should just fire it from anywhere at this point. I think they're doing a really good job of keeping them contained, the Scorpions. I think they need to take their opportunities as they come, though.
Finding a perfect shot is not always the right decision. We've said throughout this broadcast that, not just this one, but the one before as well, there's no bad shot. Any shot's a good shot. The good thing with ball hockey is, compared to ice hockey, is that the ball doesn't weigh as much as the puck, so the ball can bounce in the net in any which way at any time.
Between that and the curve, there's, like you said, no shot's a bad shot.
Ball's along the close board here. Fighting after. Blackhawks have it, trying to move it towards the middle. Nothing to go for it, though. Still with it are the Blackhawks. They have it. Taking it around the top of the circle, trying to get a shot on net just wide of Fermani. Blackhawks have it. Still with it. Great control here by them, even with tons of pressure along the boards. It's going to be a whistle on the play for potential ball out of play or a hand pass.
Blackhawks surprising me a little bit, winning a lot more 50-50 balls than I was expecting.
Well, it's like you said earlier, Nick. You got to outbody the youngsters along the boards to, get the ball control. All right, here come those youngsters with those wheels. Adam White with it, trying to give it to the front, trying to get to Landry. Landry has it again. Instead of shooting, it goes wide, trying to put it through the legs there. Nothing, however. Blackhawks come down this end, trying to move it towards that middle. Go the other way. Again, White still with it for the Scorpions. Scorpions have it. Moving it to the top. White moving it to the point. Going around. Nice move there. However, nothing there for the Scorpions, and the Blackhawks have it. Trying to get a shot. That was a great shot there by number 89, Tom Gallagher, but it was an even better save by Fermani. Trying to move it to the front there, the Blackhawks. Scorpions move it up. Landry with it. Landry trying to move it to the middle. And it'll be covered there by the Blackhawks. Not much time left in this period. Winding down just the final few moments. The Scorpions' offensive draw. Be won by the Blackhawks. Nice job done. Blackhawks move it to the close side. Chipping it up and out. Oh, almost lost it there. Was a Scorpions player. That'll try to be chipped down. It'll hit a Blackhawks player in the face. Hopefully he's okay. Seems as if though he's a bit injured, trying to walk back to the bench. I'll take what it seems to be an injury timeout. Good sportsmanship by the players, making sure that he's okay. It's number 18, Andrew Demers. Seems as though he's just a bit shaken up.
It's unfortunate. It's something you never want to see.
Those ones are always the stingers, too. I know that there's not a lot of padding in ball hockey, and blocking a shot to the chest and the arm sometimes hurts, but it being the face with no cage, it's arguably the worst spot. Scorpions have it. just below the dot, trying to move it back to the middle, getting a shot on net. Nothing there, and it's going to be behind. Moving it below the goal line. The Blackhawks keeping it there, trying to wind down the last few seconds. That'll be the end of the first period. 2-1 Scorpions against the Blackhawks. A bunch of back and forth battles between both teams. We saw the majority of pressure in the beginning of the game, I'd say, towards the Blackhawks. In the middle of the period, went towards the Scorpions, and the Blackhawks started gaining more control towards the end. How it goes when the clock is just having a bunch of problems. Seems though as a lot of these guys seem to know each other, a lot of communication from both teams.
It's a pretty friendly group for the most part. You know, things get a little bit heated here and there, but there's no ill will towards really anybody in the league, which is good.
Good sportsmanship all around. That's what we're looking for here in the National Ball Hockey League. And here we go in the second period. It's going to be a face-off won by the Scorpions. They'll take it to their own defender. Into the Blackhawks zone. Scorpions now have it. They're trying to move it towards the back door, however, just missed. Scorpions trying to move it towards the middle once again. It's going to be, I believe, a pad save there. The veteran comes up big. Blackhawks, move it down. Blackhawks below the goal line, trying to maintain control as they will. And go around the opposite end. Taken there. Trying to move it to the point. However, it's going to be taken away by a Scorpions player trying to get a shot on net. It's going to be saved and covered. Nice job again there by the Blackhawks goaltender.
Yeah, another great save from Sandro, taking a step out of the crease, being square, hits him right in the chest, and he covers it. Textbook.
Being a goalie yourself, Nick, how hard is it to come into games and situations like this with little heads up and little time to prepare?
Really difficult. I mean, goalie is such a mental game. That's why everybody calls us head cases. I'm going to plead the fifth on that. But it's tough. It's tough. You like to get yourself prepared and get ready and get yourself in game mode.
They always say goalies are a different breed, Nick, but I think you're A-okay. Scorpions have it now below their red line. Moving it up now, gaining control. In the corner, Blackhawks will now take it. Blackhawks moving it up, a good rush here. Taking it around, gaining that zone. Trying to get a shot on. I'll go just up towards the corner. Blackhawks getting kind of stuck on the outside, trying to find towards the middle. Aren't able to get that pass through, though, however. As we see it happen just there. Scorpions are going to go down the other end, and there's going to be a whistle. Not sure what for. I'm not sure if I caught that exactly.
I think the ball just went to the bench.
Gotcha, ball out of play. Sometimes it's hard to see that ball and follow it. Move so quickly. As they'll go to center rink. That'll be a nice around the back move there by the Blackhawks player. And that's going to go in. Nice goal there for the Blackhawks, evening it up. A pass that went right towards the middle. And that's going to be 2-2, evening this game back to an even deficit.
Yeah, great move by Merchant coming through the neutral zone. Got it over to Holman and passed it back toward Jack Kendall standing there, and he taps it in.
We were just saying how they were having trouble moving that ball towards the middle, but it was great IQ by the Blackhawks to be aware of where their players were just before Fermani was able to get back towards the net. There's a shot there by the Scorpions. So you save there. Scorpions now have it, trying to move it around the circle, giving it to the far defenseman. And that'll go to Riley Drew. Now the Blackhawks have it. They gain it toward the neutral zone. Taking it back now. Moving it up. Winger will gain the zone, it seems, and they'll dump it in. Great idea. However, the ball was not able to bounce their way. Now the Scorpions go down the other end. Blackhawks keeping him to the outside. Chipping it out now. Excuse me, keeping it in the zone. And that'll get out for the Blackhawks. Getting that zone, trying to cut towards the middle. Getting towards the middle again to another player. And it just gets the pass wide. It'll be a 2-on-2 here. Scorpions now have it. It was a great initial pass. But then turned over to the Blackhawks. Blackhawks have and lose it there towards the Scorpions. With control, the Blackhawks trying to get around the Scorpions player. Getting over the blue line, dumping it in, and getting it changed, getting those fresh legs out. Scorpions taking a look at what they have up the rink. Moving it towards the far winger, trying to cut towards the middle. That'll be sticked away by a Blackhawks player. Dumped in there. Sticked away by Fermani. Back up the opposite end. Sticked away once more. Trying to move around. There was a Scorpions player. Nothing goes for him. Now down in the Scorpions zone. Scorpions now have it again, moving up the rink. Trying to gain over the blue line. They will. To the corner. Now the ball will go down the other end for an icing. Bit of sloppy play by both teams there for a few seconds or minutes, I should say, as the ball was just bouncing all over the places, trying to get back down each opposite, we'll say each offensive end. But it was, nonetheless, the reason for why it was sloppy was great defense. Sticks were in the middle of the lane, keeping players to the outside. Nice job by both Scorpions and the Blackhawks. Blackhawks now have it, trying to get towards the middle. Great save there by Fermani as he gloves that second one away. Now it's Landry. Landry trying to get around. Nothing there. Push it to the top. Scorpions have it. Moving it down. Patted away there. Blackhawks move it towards the middle. Back check there by the Scorpions. And there will be a whistle on the play. It'll be a penalty on the Scorpions. Seems as though that'll be number 22, Tyler Vitone, for, I would say, a hooking penalty. The Blackhawks go on the power play.
Yeah, big opportunity here for the Blackhawks. Trying to see who they've got out there.
Again, the Blackhawks are in desperate need of another win through this season. Just 1-6 so far in their division. And again, take that with a grain of salt for people at home. There are only 4 teams in the Massachusetts Tier 1 division. Blackhawks have it here on the power play. They move it up to the top. Move it just below the red line, and the Scorpions will try and dump that one out. It'll be taken away by the Blackhawks. They'll gain the zone, no offsides. Trying to keep it in there, and done so well. Eric Grady with it. Grady winding up for a shot. He'll pass it down to the close end. Trying to find the opposite end. Goes back to Grady. Grady moving it down. Trying to stick it in there, and nothing there. Blackhawks have it. Moving it to the top. It's going to be a shot saved there by Fermani. Blackhawks below the goal line. Moving it to the top. Over to Grady. Grady down. Back to Grady. Gets a shot. It's going to go wide. 4 minutes and 20 seconds counting. 2-2 Blackhawks Scorpions. Blackhawks here in the power play. Scorpions trying to move it out. Be kept in by the Blackhawks, however. Going to get a shot on net there. It's going to be sticked away there by Grady. Or excuse me, Fermani. Moving it in now. Blackhawks trying to get a shot on that. Fermani standing his ground along with the Scorpions defense. Ball will go out of play. And I believe we will go back to even strength here. And we will. Not much there for the Blackhawks on the power play. It was a great kill by the Scorpions. Just weren't able to get anything on net, moving it towards the middle. Scorpions did a great job pressuring both the near side forward as well as the defenseman, specifically Eric Grady. Another whistle there, another face-off. Not quite sure where this one will go. The referee's pointing to the far neutral dot, closer towards the Scorpion zone. Scorpions will take that, trying to get around. Blackhawks will take that, trying to get around a Scorpion. Scorpions have it. Go D to D. Moving it up towards the winger. Trying to get it towards the middle. Nothing, however. The Blackhawks will take it over, but however, that goes back to the Scorpions. Play there by Sandro. Play almost works out, but not quite. It was a diving number 91 and Josh Merchant. And then there go the Scorpions moving it towards the middle, trying to be there, and there will be a nice coverage there by, again, the veteran goalie for the Blackhawks and Sandro.
Standing tall. That was a good look from Jacob Moore, though. Just couldn't connect.
Scorpions trying to get some shots on net. Nothing to go for it, though. Nothing to show as of late. Scorpions have it there. They're going to try and move it to the front. Another save there. Moving it all around. Trying to get in that triangle formation at the time is what it seemed like the Scorpions were doing. However, that'll be a nice defense by the Blackhawks. Scorpions will keep that, though. Scorpions try to get a shot. That'll be blocked and out of play. A lot of one-time opportunities for the Scorpions team. Just a bunch of Blackhawk bodies getting in front, taking away those shooting lanes.
Yeah, tough to get around whether you have the ball or you're shooting. A guy like Luke Jones, just a veteran, eats everything, always in the right place. Been doing it for a long time.
Valuable defenseman for this team, Luke Jones. Blackhawks have it here on the near side. It'll be Tom Gallagher with the ball. Tom Gallagher moves it below his own line. Spinola moves it to the opposite side. Moving it back down. Blackhawks have it behind the net. Quarterbacking a breakout. Now moving on up. Move it up. Nothing there. No icing. Now there was Landry. Landry trying to get the ball, but nothing to go for it. Scorpions and Blackhawks fighting it, going in the Blackhawks' own end. Getting it out of there, though. Seems to be Espinola. Gallagher moves it over, and he try to move it back towards the middle. Dumping it out towards the opposite end there. Be the Scorpions. Be covered there by the Blackhawks. Just minutes and moments left here in the second period, as this game is still even 2-2.
Yeah, another smart play by Sandro. The ball's kind of bouncing around a little crazy. Take the whistle, get yourself back together, try and win a draw, and move on from there.
Getting rid of that momentum from the Scorpions, the Blackhawks have done a good job of doing that. And like you said, Nick, Sandro's done a great job. However, here come the Blackhawks coming down the other end. They have it just above the top of the circle, keeping him on the outside of the Scorpions. Blackhawks have it, moving it towards the front. Nothing there, trying to get a shot. It's going to be a save there by Fermani. Great idea, though. However, the Scorpions come back down the other end. Scorpions have it, moving it below the goal line. Looking for a middle pass. What a look there. Not able to control it, though. Zach McLeod. Get a shot on that. Nice save by Sandro.
No, we're good.
To cover it once again, taking away that momentum away from the Scorpions.
Get 3 different camera angles from that, or just one? I get
Jack
one,
Kendall with a great chance down the other end, but Fermani just ate it up.
Well, they don't move, but they can, like... Right,
That was a great opportunity for him and his team. Fermani just did, like you said, a good job staying in front of it, not letting anything get by him there. Face-off won by the Blackhawks. to get it out. Seems to be Grady. Shoot that in, nothing. Moving it up with the Blackhawks. Taken away there by the Scorpions, and then dumped back in will be the Blackhawks. Onside now. Scorpions have it, moving it towards the far boards. Moving it up now, the Scorpions, they have it. Trying to get a shot. It'll be a nice save by Sandro. Chipping it off the board to his own winger. Blackhawks trying to move it in. Nothing though. No icing called on the play. Scorpions have it. And that'll be the end of the second period. 2-2. Possibly 10 minutes left, depending on if there is overtime or not. Blackhawks will win the draw of that period, excuse me. Moving it down to the Scorpion zone. Blackhawks have it, keeping it in the zone. Just below the goal line. Now the Scorpions go the other end. Landry with it on the far side. Landry trying to move it towards the middle. Ball just gets away, however. Ball goes down towards the middle. Landry still has it. He seems very composed with his game. It'll be covered there by Sandro, another coverage, as he's been doing that plenty throughout this game. If I'm the Blackhawks, I definitely want to keep an eye on Landry throughout this third period. As we see, we'll say star players on these teams in late moments really come out of nowhere and excel a little more than everyone else. He's going to be seen.
Yeah, and you saw Luke Jones face guarding him too, like he was playing basketball. It's veteran play.
He's going to go towards the middle, trying to get a shot. Nothing there. It's going to be blocked by the foot. Number 4, KJ Dowling. Blackhawks have it here on the close side. Trying to move it towards the front. Another save by Fermani. Landry now is going to have it. He moves towards the middle, passing it towards the far winger. Eric Walker with the ball. Eric Walker now has it. Gives it back to Landry. Landry below the goal line. Keeping his back turned towards the defenseman. Trying to move it towards the middle. Sandro with a stick. However, here come the Scorpions trying to get a shot. Sound like it rang off the post. Maybe could have been just a cage behind. Landry with it. Great defense, though, by the Blackhawks. Walker with it. Some issues there. Nothing, however. No call by the referee, which could have been a hooking, maybe even a holding. No call, though. Oh, and there goes a call by one of the referees. Not sure what it was for. Seems that the Blackhawks win the power play. They'll pull the goalie for the time being, and there goes the whistle. I'm sure it was some sort of roughing, as we saw players from both teams having some words with each other and some scrums towards the corner. As that'll be Landry going to the box, not the person you'd want to see if you're the Scorpions.
No, I think he lost his composure a little bit and slashed someone's stick out of their hands. I think it stemmed from that little tie up in the corner.
So the Blackhawks will have the opportunity to go up in this game. It'll be won by them. Nice face-off win by Jack Kendall. Going after it, nothing there. Ball will go out of the zone. Blackhawks will have to structure themselves a little bit here. Dumping it in there. Kendall with it in the corner. Kendall looking to the point. Luke Jones has it now. Jones looking for someone. Passing it over to Demers. Demers back down to Kendall. Kendall trying to move to the front. Nice job there by Fermani to keep it away. However, Luke Jones has it. Giving it over. Nice shot. Going to go wide. Far in the Blackhawks have it. Moving it to the top to Jones. Jones trying to put a shot on that, and that'll go out of play. Still just a few moments left here on this power play for the Blackhawks. Getting shots from all over, which is what they are looking for, trying to get shots on net. Setting up the formation here is Kendall for the power play. Seeing Jones, Kendall, and Demers control the ball a lot in their spots on this formation. Losing his stick there is a Blackhawks player, and the Scorpions would take it all the way down. Sandro trying to go after the ball, however, nothing there. Scorpions now have it. Short-handed, moving it towards the front. That'll be sticked away. Blackhawks gain again. Here goes Kendall. Kendall now has it, moving it over the red line. Gains the zone. Kendall trying to get a shot on that. That'll go right to Fermani's chest for a whistle. Might even be the end of the power play, possibly.
It unfortunately didn't amount to anything, but that was a much better power play than the first go.
Oh, absolutely. They had way more control. They made sure they took their time with the space they had, and they were applying more shots or trying to apply more shots on net to just get something going. Again, although it is still 2-2, it was much better than the first one. Blackhawks have it, move it to the point, trying to get a shot on net. It's going to go wide. Blackhawks try to move it towards the middle, nothing goes. Moving to the right side now with the Scorpions. They move it into their offensive zone. Scorpions have it, moving towards the top there. Fatone behind the net. Fatone moving towards his backhand side. Trying to get it, but nothing. Over there to Walsh. Walsh misses on the one-timer. Blackhawks now move it down. Blackhawks have it, trying to get a shot. That's a beautiful goal by number 10, Charles Holt. What a shot on the short side, just over the glove of Fermani. And that now puts the Blackhawks up 4-2. There's going to be a fight here, however. No, nothing. Not what you want to see after a goal like that. As the referee just holds two players together, as it seems the Blackhawks player holds them. Bit of an altercation after the goal. It seems as though number 72, Andrew Walsh, was not too happy with the play. However, we'll take another look at this beautiful goal by Holt. He comes down, he gets in. He's going to get a beautiful shot just over the top glove of Fermani. Nothing you can do there as a goalie.
Yeah, short side high. That was a beauty. Interested to see what's going to go on with penalties, if there is anything. Looks like they might both be tossed.
Yeah, I would be surprised if both of them do get ejected from this game, as, again, there is no fighting allowed. If that is the case, expect some suspensions to be handed to both players on opposing teams. It seemed at one point, after there was that bit of the altercation and we'll say quote-unquote fight, that the Scorpions player, again, I wasn't able to pick out exactly who it was, but he was just holding Walsh to kind of end everything that was happening.
Yeah, that was Dan Berube there, another veteran guy. A little scrappy sometimes, but it seemed like they wanted it to stop.
I think they all know that, again, they're just trying to play the game, trying for things to just be a little better. So as we see the referee pointing at and talking with the Blackhawks players here. Even Eric Grady of the Blackhawks was talking to the Scorpions a little bit, trying to figure out exactly what happened. I'm sure there are some guys are just not happy with each other. And I also want to apologize for people at home. I said 4-2. It is 3-2. As we are trying to figure out here what's going on between both sides. Seems as everybody is just standing around trying to figure out exactly what's going on. As we see the referee start to go towards the middle.
It looks like the Scorpions might get a power play out of this.
Such a sin that we missed exactly what happened after that beautiful goal by Holt. Weren't able to pinpoint exactly what went on. between both players.
I think after the ball had gone in, he shot it in the net again, and the Scorpions defenseman didn't take too lightly to that.
Understandable, very understandable. We get a little bit of a replay here. Check it out one more time. Again, you'll see the beautiful goal by Holt. Yeah, and then you'll see that. Yep, you saw that just on the far end. And Walsh clearly didn't like that, sticking up for his team and his goalie.
I wouldn't have loved that either as a goalie.
And anybody on that team, I don't think anybody would have been happy with that type of action. Nonetheless, we get a whistle and we are ready for a face-off at center ice. The game will go on. No power play, it seems, for either side. It will be even strength here. Again, 3-2 after a gorgeous goal by Charles Holt of the Blackhawks. Now the Scorpions try to find their way back into this game.
Alex, I think the Scorpions have a power play.
Oh, they do have a power play. Okay, there it is. They do have a power play. You were right, Nick. Scorpions do have an extra man. Scorpions trying to move it towards the middle there. Nothing there. It's going to get shot on. Nice job there by Jones to stick that one out of the air and down the other end of the rink. Now the Scorpions have the ball. Move it up, and it's going to be a high stick, and they will call the high stick there. It seems intentional, so I believe that they will go all the way down towards the Scorpions' own zone, and they will.
Good call.
Possibly. Oh, never mind. They'll keep it neutral zone in the favor of the Scorpion side. Scorpions will win that draw. Scorpions have it. It'll be Warner C. It'll go back. Hit the back cage. Trying to go towards the middle. And a beautiful pass there and a goal to tie this one up on the power play. That was number 16, Nate Glynn. A beautiful pass there. Missed to exactly who that was, but that'll tie the game up 3-3 Scorpions against the Blackhawks.
Yeah, not sure who gave it to him either, but I was about to say, watch out for the front of the net. Big Nate Glynn. He's tough to move there. He got right to the spot.
Seems that was Tyler Vitone. We've seen him all around below the goal line in the offensive zone side of things for the Scorpions. He's kind of been that controlling guy once they have pressure in the offensive zone. 3-3 now. Very, very entertaining game. We've been saying that. We've been lucky with the matchups tonight here, Nick.
Yeah, two real good games.
Blackhawks trying to keep it in their own zone. However, the Scorpions go down the other end. It'll be number 11, Walker, trying to get a shot, but another great save by Sandro, standing up tall and big for his team. Now the Blackhawks have it. They move it around, trying to have control there. Moving it down. The ball trying to move it over towards the middle, just out of the reach of Merchant. Now the Scorpions have an odd man rush. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Trying to move it. Nothing there, though. Blackhawks have it. I believe they gained the zone. No, they did not, so that'll be an offsides on the play there. Close call. It's always tough to see whether the ball goes over the line or not. And, you got to have eagle eyes as a referee. It's a job well done by the referee. Face-off just going to be outside the zone for the Blackhawks. Be no zone as well. Kind of choosing where it's going on with the door. Tom Gallagher. Scorpions try to get that one out, and they will. That'll be Walker now with it. Walker tries to move it in. Trying to move it towards the middle. Nothing there, though. Fighting after it. Scorpions will gain control. Adam White, he moves it down to Walker. Walker trying to move it towards the middle. Blackhawks will now take it. Blackhawks have it in the corner. Scorpions will now gain control after that scrum. Moving it around, sticked away by a Blackhawks player. Now Gallagher tries to stick that one into the zone. Blackhawks still with control. That'll be Jones. Jones now gives it over to his partner. Scorpions here with the ball on their own end, looking it up, giving it over here on the close side. Trying to move it over to the side now, and it'll be Holt again with a shot. Nothing there, though. Blackhawks have it behind the net, sticked away there by Fermani. He's been doing that quite a lot this game. That's a great save by Fermani to make the stretch. That'll be an icing on the play. What a save there by the Scorpions goaltender to keep this one even. It was a heck of a shot by the Blackhawks, but an even better save by the netminder.
Yeah, great save from Fermani. It's real hard to stop that turnaround shot. You don't know where it's going. For him to read it like that is phenomenal.
We saw him at the beginning of that. He had his stick out, kind of getting away that middle passing lane. And as he was trying to get his stick back, that's when he was kind of already in formation, or in position, excuse me, to make the save. And he just didn't need to make the, he need to put this pad out a little bit, and we'll go back down the other end. A nice save there by Sandro. It's be an offensive draw here for the Scorpions. Both sides have done a heck of a job keeping each other on the outside. Some faults here and there towards the middle for 3 goals apiece. Be won by the Scorpions. Landry to the defenseman. Back to Landry. Landry has it. The shoulder turn, trying to find the middle. Nothing there. Moving it back down now is Vitone. We saw that late assist to keep his team in this game. Landry with it. Giving it over. That'll be Morrow. Morrow has it. Trying to find the middle. Nothing there. Here goes Vitone again. Be taken away by Grady. Blackhawks trying to get it down the other end. So they will. Trying to move it towards the middle. Here go the Blackhawks, just out of reach there. Trying to get back towards the middle again. They're just not able to control the bounces as the Scorpions will gain control once again. Blackhawks moving it out. They will. They'll be called an offsides. Seems as though Gallagher does not agree with the call by the referee for the offsides. Again, another always a tough decision to make there as a referee. He apologized for the language for all you at home.
Yeah, Ryan Wilson does a great job too, ref, and that's a job I am all set with.
All go up. There'll be an offsides call again. Another great call by the referee. Again, it's not an easy job trying to be a referee, and for any sport, for that matter, or just doing your job, trying to do the best you possibly can. And there's very passionate players on all sides in every sport. So,
no, you're right. And no matter how good you do, you never win. Someone's mad at you.
That is the truth. Jacob Landry with it with the last minute here into the period. It seems as though that'll be an offsides early whistle there before Landry went in and took a shot on net. Still 3-3 here. Again, just under a minute left into this game. Pointing to the dot where the faceoff will be. It'll be that line of Landry, Morrow, and Vitone for the Scorpions. On the other end for the Blackhawks, seems as though it'll be Josh Merchant's line. Taking it down now is Gallagher. Gallagher has it in the corner, trying to move it towards Merchant in the middle. Nothing, though. Fighting after it. Trying to keep that one in was Gallagher. He won't be able to. There goes Jones. Luke Jones with it. Keeping his composure late in this period. Just 20 seconds left to go. Bring it down. Scorpions trying to move it up. Seems like the Blackhawks will have it. Nothing there, though. Now we get a different camera angle here. 5 seconds left, trying to get the late shot on net. And we will go to overtime here for Monday Night Ball Hockey. 3-3 Scorpions and Blackhawks. Another entertaining period going into
Holman, Kendall, and Merchant. And really watch out for Walker. He's going to be the fastest guy in this division.
You've seen those wheels going along the outside, trying to rush it through so far today. So we'll see if that continues here in overtime. That'll be one there by the Scorpions. This goes in the Scorpions' own zone. That'll be Warner with it now. Warner now tries to get it up. That'll be taken away by Merchant. Merchant trying to move it over. Go towards the middle. And it's a nice save by Fermani. And that'll keep this one even. Could have been a close one. We'll see a lot of possibly odd man rushes here in overtime. 3-on-3. Very entertaining. Get another look at this. See that ball goes right behind the goal line. Warner trying to move it, but Merchant takes it. And he moves it right towards the middle. It was a nice stick behind the pad there for Fermani.
Yeah, and good play covering that up, too. No chances.
Seems as though that is Walker and Gallagher down there. Getting a shot on. It'll be sticked away. Nice block there by Warner. The big defenseman for the Scorpions comes up big, blocking that shot and going out of play. Now coming onto the rink for the Scorpions seems to be Jacob Landry, along with Morrow.
And that's Nate Glenn back there on defense.
Nate Glenn. And then for the Blackhawks, it'll be Charles Holt. And then Andrew Demers. We'll find out. I'm assuming it'll be Jones on defense. And it is. Now with it is Landry. Landry gains the zone. Trying to find in the middle. Nothing there.
Good pass.
Over there is Holt. And Landry sticks that one back in the corner. Landry has it. Trying to move it over to the middle. Keeping it just above the circle. Playing man on man. There is Holt. Now going down the other end. No call on the play. Blackhawks still have it. Blackhawks with it. Dumping that one in. Not towards a player, however, so it seems as though Morrow will take it over. Now going to the Blackhawks. They don't have it. Go getting a shot on that. Block there. Nothing going.
Yeah, I had to eat that one after that turnover.
Getting another shot and blocked out. Again, there will be a lot of mistakes here made by both teams. It's just kind of the natural way of how it goes in overtime, specifically for 3-on-3. Just a lot of open rink, a lot of open areas for guys to move around to. It's a lot of man-on-man coverage, and once you lose that man, you can make a big mistake. Over to Merchant. Merchant tries to get that one on net, and he won't. Warner tries to stick that one out. Baton on Merchant. Merchant has it. Merchant has it. He's trying to move it towards the net. Nothing, and it goes behind. Now it'll be the Scorpions with the ball. That seems like it's Baton with it. Baton trying to move it up. He gives it to Warner. Warner moves it to the outside, cutting towards the middle, trying to move it through the backhand. Nothing. Now the Blackhawks have it. Blackhawks will get their turn going in the Scorpions' own zone. It's Kendall. Kendall still with control. Kendall moving it around. Still gaining control, taking his time. Gallagher tries to get his backhand. That's a great defensive play, though, by the Scorpions. Now that's Merchant. Merchant has it. Trying to get a shot on net. Tries to get through. Is it nothing there? It's a nice job by Fermani. Ball will go in the corner.
Let's go, let's go.
Almost squeezed through. Started with the initial shot by Merchant. Now there's some battles going on there in the close corner. Trying to keep it in there is Merchant. He's been an animal so far in overtime. Now it's Kendall. Kendall trying to move it around. Trying to get a shot on net. Block there. Nice block there from what seems to be Baton. Another shot, another block. Here go the Scorpions. Scorpions now. They try to get it up through Warner, and that'll go just out of the rink. You can see both teams are dead tired, just waiting to see who will win this one. So Only 2 seconds left in this game. So the Blackhawks will shoot first, and it'll be Josh Merchant with it. Here goes Josh Merchant, going over the red line, cutting towards the middle. Tries to go towards the forehand, but a nice stick play there by Fermani. Nothing there, and good sportsmanship by the two after the attempt by Merchant. So now it'll be Landry for the Scorpions. Landry been arguably the best player for this team throughout the year. Here he goes walking in. Tries to go to the backhand, but that one will ring off the post as Sandro keeps him towards his backhand side as Landry's just not able to put it away. Nick, as a goalie, how do you go about a shootout attempt, especially in, we'll say, ball hockey, a little different than gliding in ice?
I'm a smaller guy, so I like to come out and make them think about it a little bit, but it's just patience. Make them make the move.
Kendall goes in, moving it. Go towards the backhand. It'll be sticked away nonetheless by Fermani. Still no goals yet into the shootout. Blackhawks are 0-2 so far for their attempts. Scorpions are 0-1 with their second attempt here. Walking in now. It's Morrow. Morrow trying to get around. That'll be no goal as he had the whole right side open, but he puts that one right into Sandro.
Yeah, I tried beating him 5-hole, made a good move, but doesn't always go in.
Now here for the Blackhawks. Beat the Mers, just as you predicted. The Mers will move in. Tries to go around them. Tries to do the Forsberg, but nothing there. Blackhawk players having some trouble getting around the stick of Fermani. And hats off to Fermani for reading how close the players get to him. That'll be Eric Walker, the gold bucket man himself, moving in. Trying to go against Sandro. And he shoots that just wide of the backhand. These Scorpions players not having any luck trying to find the back of the net in the shootout, as well as the Blackhawks. Both teams 0-3 with their attempts. So at this point now you look to your bench and you say, who else are we going to put out there? And it seems as though the Blackhawks are going right for it. You're going to get a shot there by Kendall. Nothing, though. It's Fermani standing up tall. Scorpions now bringing out the big defenseman. And Warner Sene. It's come up huge for them, especially in overtime, blocking shots. But here he goes. Warner Sene coming in. Trying to find it, but no goal. Nice job there by Sandro, sticking out the stick. And because he did that, well, the ball just followed with it, and it wasn't able to get past the paddle.
Yeah, good save by Sandro.
And it'll be Josh Merchant once again. He moves in. With the stick handling, it'll be a bullseye shot to the chest there for Fermani, as the Scorpions will have another opportunity to possibly end this one. Seeing who it is, and it seems as though it'll be Vitone.
Vitone, yep.
Vitone moving in, having the opportunity to end this game, and it will not. It'll be a nice save by Sandro once again, coming up big, standing tall in net for his team. What a job he's done throughout this game. Now here for the Blackhawks is going to be Charles Holt. He's the one who went up 3-2 for the Blackhawks. What a beautiful shot that was over the short side glove of Fermani. Here he is in the shootout, getting the opportunity. Moving on in is Holt. He loses the ball, however, just off the heel of the stick. Players tend to flex their stick towards the end when things don't go right. You saw that same thing play out for Holt. Now coming in for the Scorpions. Comes Riley Drew. Riley Drew moving on in. Possibly has the time, and he will not end it for this team as Sandro comes up big once again. Both teams having a lot of trouble scoring so far in the shootout. That'll be the defenseman for the Blackhawks, Luke Jones. Moving on in, rushing. He tries to get a shot that'll be just wide to the glove of Fermani. Trying to change things up rather than stick handling around.
Yeah, they did that a few times, and then maybe 4 times, and they didn't get a shot off. So you just got to start at least giving yourself a chance.
Now the captain for the Scorpions, number 2, Jacob Morrow. Jacob Morrow taking his time, patience, moving on in. He cuts to the bottom of the circle. He goes, tries to get around Sandro, and he ends it. A beautiful move by Jacob Morrow ends this one for the Scorpions in the shootout. And the final score will be 4-3 as the captain ends this one against the Blackhawks. And beautiful sportsmanship by him towards the end, fist bumping Sandro. As we take another look. What a beautiful move. He keeps faking towards the backhand, making Sandro bite. And he takes his time, making sure he gets the open net, and he does so very well. 4-3 is the final score for Scorpions against the Blackhawks. What a job well done by both teams, and this one will go in favor of the Scorpions.
Yeah, great game. Really, clearly could have went either way. Sandro, unbelievable. Just keeping him in it the entire game, but Jacob ended it.
Hey, close game. Both teams did a heck of a job for each other. And like you said, Sandro coming in relief, not easy doing that as a goaltender on short notice, short rest, we'll say, or maybe say long rest, but not, not coming in, again, just short notice overall. But a nice job by him. And this one ends 4-3. Jacob Morrow, like you said, you pinned him in the beginning of the pregame show there, Nick, and he ended up being the big one for this team coming up big in the shootout.
Yeah, the kid's been unbelievable the last year. He's really, really grown into a real good player, and it doesn't surprise me.
Hey, nice job. Well done for the Scorpions, and the captain ends this one again, 4-3 for the Scorpions. And that'll wrap it up for Monday Night Ball Hockey. From us, I'm Alex. This is Nick, and we appreciate you all watching. For everybody at home, have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Night, guys.